carpet at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Resort here in Naples, Florida. A little peek inside the ballroom where we will be heading just a short time from now for the ROLEX LPGA Awards. This is one of the biggest nights of the year on the LPGA schedule. We will be bringing you interviews with some of the biggest guests on the LPGA Tour. Some special guests will be stopping by as well. And it's always an exciting night, especially as they begin arriving here, to get to find out what some of your favorite players are wearing. Not something we're typically asking them in those post-round interviews. But before we get things going in the ballroom in just about 30 minutes from now, we're going to bring you some interviews. And I believe that Hope Barnett, who's also joining me tonight, is already with our first guest of the evening. Hope, over to you.
Someone watch my cable.
Thanks so much, Amy. I am here with Lilia Vu. Lilia, you won last week. I was there for it. It was amazing. What are the thoughts just going into this week? How excited are you to be here at the season finale?
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I had a great week last week and kind of sad that this is the last tournament of the season, but I'm trying to enjoy every bit of it.
And if you were to sum up your season in one word, how do you think you would do that?
Just wild. I've been saying that word a lot. I think it's just been wild beyond my expectations because came into the season with none, just wanted to have fun, no pressure, and then just right out the gate, Honda Thailand happened, and then I'm very grateful that it did happen.
And you are now in the running for the Rolex Player of the Year. Is that crazy? Would you have expected that at the beginning of the year?
Absolutely not from the beginning of the year. I think after Thailand, yes, but I think I was just trying to take one tournament at a time. I think not get too far ahead of myself. Every single time that happens, I kind of have to just remember to be present and be where my feet are at. So just trying to have fun.
And last question, I know you just got a cat and you named him, what is the name again?
Walton for Walton Heath. Yeah, he's so precious. He's with my grandma right now.
I love it. Well, I'm so glad you're here. You look beautiful, and I'm going to toss it over to Amy.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much, Hope. Well, from one first-time winner this season to another, I am here alongside rookie Grace Kim, a winner this season on the LPGA Tour at the Lotte Championship. You look beautiful. Do you enjoy getting dressed up for occasions like this?
I think, yes, a glam here and there doesn't hurt me for sure, but when I do go glam, I kind of go full out, so I'm really excited for tonight.
You certainly do. Definitely a different side of you we're not used to seeing on the golf course. But speaking of the golf course, are you surprised how quickly you found success out here this season, becoming a first-time winner as a rookie?
Yes, I am super blessed for an early win in my career. I think it's really put, I guess, a nice path for me and only to get bigger, so I'm excited for next year too.
So many firsts for you this season. I saw you had posted on social media that you got to visit Europe for the first time with traveling with the tour. What was the favorite thing that you got to see?
I think just the whole culture of France. I've also obviously never been to London as well, really love that. And I think we're super privileged to have that travel aspect of playing golf as well. So yeah, we're just always super grateful for the opportunities given.
So what are the plans for the off season? What have you got lined up?
I do have our National Open back at home when I do go back home on Monday, but other than that, it's just really chilling and doing nothing.
What do you think, just looking back at this first year on the LPGA Tour, what's been the highlight of the season for you?
Honestly, just being able to be out here playing on a tour that I've always dreamed of playing. It's been surreal for sure, and I mean, I can't believe I'm already out here and just kind of cruising my way through the season, but yeah, I guess surreal, yes.
All right, well, I'll let you go. We appreciate you stopping by. You look beautiful. Please enjoy the evening.
Thank you, you too.
Hope, over to you.
Thanks so much, Amy. I am here with the one and only Megan Khang. Megan, what a wonderful night. You just told me that this is your first time here. And can you just tell the people why it's your first time here?
So obviously this is a huge event that Rolex puts on, but like for me personally, a big goal of mine was to come to this event knowing that, like, you know, I've accomplished something, and I always told myself I wouldn't come unless, you know, I was a first-time winner, and just really wanted to like strive to working towards getting to this night.
Well, and you got that first-time win. When you look back on that, what is, I guess, the first thing that comes to my mind? Because that win was crazy. I was on the edge of my seat watching.
Honestly, it's wild to think that that was my first win, and of course, like against Jin Young Ko, I think people don't understand like how much I was shaking. They say the first one's always your toughest, but I think it's very tough to win out here. And you look at so many of the first-time winners tonight and this season, and I'd almost say it's like a record high. Yeah. And so to be one of them, I'm very, very honored.
No, it is a record high. 12 first-time winners. Is that not insane to think about?
That's crazy, and it just shows like how good these girls are, and how anyone can kind of win out here, from like rookies to legends out here winning, who are world number ones. I mean, you get Lilia and Celine winning 4 times in a year. I mean, that itself was a record on its own since 2010. And so it's pretty cool to see like how many, different people win out here and how tough it is.
Definitely. Well, I'm so glad that you're here, and especially after getting your first win this year. Have fun tonight, and you look great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Hope. I feel like we just keep going from one winner to another. And I have another one here, another rookie champion this year on the LPGA Tour, making your first win even more special. You got it done on your birthday. How did you celebrate?
Honestly, there wasn't much celebrating over in Ireland. I remember I had pizza with my dad. He actually got a cake for me, which was really fun. And that was about it. Kind of went to bed, flew to Canada the next morning super early. But so it's fun to celebrate tonight kind of officially.
I mean, I'm sure the win definitely ranks up there. But what was the highlight for you, spending this first season out here on the LPGA Tour?
I don't know. I think it's all been amazing. The win's obviously my biggest highlight, but it's been fun experiencing new things, meeting new girls out here that I didn't know, and even being out here with my old friends that I grew up with. So it's all been really special.
All right, we have to talk about your outfit. This wouldn't be a green carpet if we didn't discuss what you're wearing. You said you like getting a little bit dressed up. How did you pick this one out?
I didn't have much time after I got back from Malaysia till going up to Annika's event. But yeah, this kind of was a mall trip, and it worked out okay. So yeah, it's been fun getting ready for this event, though. I mean, it's so special being here.
End of the season, any fun plans for the time off?
I have a trip planned with my best friend right after Thanksgiving, but other than that, I'm excited to be in my own bed and unpack and sleep.
With all the traveling that you guys do, I'm sure you would more than love to just be back in your own bed for a little while and just get some rest. Well, thank you for stopping by. Congratulations on an incredible rookie season, and it's great to spend a little time with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope?
Hey, thanks, Amy. I am here with Allisen Corpuz, the U.S. Women's Open champion. I was just thinking back to that week today, actually, and I just remember seeing you on the fairway kind of crack a smile, kind of feel that emotion. What was that day like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's finally kind of set in, but definitely a dream come true. I mean, walking down Pebble Beach in general is really special, and just to know that, the tournament was mine and I just had to play the last hole was really awesome.
And this year has been crazy for you. How nice is it to just kind of close it out with an event like this and honor you guys and all the things that you've done this year?
Yeah, I mean, the Rolex Award Dinner is one of the best events, I think. I mean, this is my first one, and I'm already impressed. And it's just a really nice way to end the year.
Yeah, and this week is so incredible. I mean, the purse is crazy. And then also the announcement for next year is going to be even higher. What does that say about the women's game, and where is it going?
Yeah, I mean, just so grateful for Terry and the CME group for, putting the money where they want it to be and investing in women's sports. I mean, it means so much to us, like, as players, just to know that, we have a sponsor like that.
And I want to talk a little bit about your dress. It's very cute. Is it something like an event like this? Is it nice to kind of dress up and change it up a little bit?
I think it's fun. I mean, I bought 4 from Nordstrom, returned the 3 that I didn't like. So yeah, I like this one.
It's very cute, and I hope you have fun tonight, and I'm so happy to see you here.
Thanks, Hope.
Back to Amy.
Hey, thanks so much, Hope. Well, earlier today, I was just talking with Ruoning Yin, and she was teasing this incredible suit she's going to be wearing. You guys got to take a look at these shoes, though. Alexander McQueen sneakers. I'm so impressed. So you're not only an incredible golfer, you have an incredible fashion sense as well. Tell me about how you put this outfit together.
So this suit is actually for my after my first time win. So I just think maybe I need something for myself. So yeah, I just get it.
Well done. I am impressed. Ronnie, you've had an incredible breakout season. What has this year been like for you?
This year is like a dream come true. Being the tour winner and a major winner and world number one, it's just phenomenal.
What have you done to splurge and kind of treat yourself besides getting the suit?
Oh, I'm probably gonna get a car this off season.
What do you have your eye on?
Unsure. Yeah, I gotta pick the right one.
Yeah, that's something important. You have to put a lot of time and thought into that. Now, when I was doing a little bit of research coming out here to do this interview, I saw that you are a bit of an ice cream lover. Now, after you got your wins, what did you eat? What was your go-to ice cream?
Ooh, I love chocolate chip and probably raspberry sorbet.
Do you have a sweet tooth in general or just ice cream?
Just ice cream.
Well done. That's a great guilty pleasure. Ruoning Yin, congratulations on an incredible season. It's been great getting to know you and get to know your fashion sense.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hope, over to you.
Thanks so much, Amy. I am here with Atthaya. Atthaya, just tell me, are you having a fun time tonight so far?
Yeah, we definitely do. I definitely do. It seemed like the time feels, this is my second year standing on this green carpet, so yeah, we did.
Is it kind of surreal that we're already to the end of the year? I mean, it's been a crazy year. You've played really well. You're currently leading the Vare Trophy race. How insane is that we're here at the end of the year?
Wow, it's like I said, it's pretty fast. Even, like I just feel like I just started my second year and, this is the last event of the year, which is pretty fast and pretty good about this year. Ups and downs, but also had a really good time out here on, on the LPGA Tour.
And can we talk about that 9-hole playoff? Have you ever been through anything like that?
No, never. This is my longest payoff ever. And then I think I would say it's the best payoff I haven't been in because we're just so crushed. It's just like I make a birdie, she make a putt, she make a putt, I make a putt. We're just like so crushed.
Yeah, I woke back up in the States and I was like, I think they're still going.
Till the end of the day.
Well, last question from me, but the off season is coming up. Do you have any fun plans? Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I will have, I'm going to Japan with my family for just vacation, but I do have one tournament left on next month. Yeah, just a fun off season. We not have that much time for the off season, so vacation, lazy, and then practice.
Well, thanks so much for doing this interview and for showing up tonight to celebrate everybody, and I hope you have fun.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Thank you. Back to Amy.
Thanks so much, Hope. Here along another first-time winner this season and this year's recipient of the Louise Suggs Rolex Rookie of the Year Award. She plays so well this season. She locked up the award before the season was even over. Now, I was there in Arkansas when you got your first win. What did it mean to you to get that first victory on the LPGA Tour?
Oh yeah, it's so exciting at the winning in the moment, but yeah, it's so nice memory under my ear, and yeah, and I first winning on the console and so good, yeah, and I can't come in here.
This is a big night for you. I know we were just talking a minute ago. You've been practicing. You plan to give your acceptance award speech in English. What has this process been like for you and just preparing for this moment?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago I started the practice speech with my English teacher, and yeah, last night my last class before the speech, and she said, "Hey, you gotta more confident in your English," and I said, "Oh, but now it's a little nervous for the speech, but yeah, maybe I can do it." Yeah.
Can you give us a little preview, some of the things you might talk about tonight?
오늘 저녁에 할 스피치 중에 짧게 예고처럼 해줄 말이 있을까요?
Thank you for everyone. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. Well, congratulations on a great first season and on being named Rookie of the Year. Hae Ran Ryu, great to see you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Okay. Hope.
Thanks so much. I am here with Brooke Henderson. Brooke, I was here the very first tournament of the season. You won. Reflecting back on that, does that not feel like forever ago?
It does feel like a really long time, but it was an amazing week. I'm really happy that I was able to get that win this year, and I'm just so grateful to be here at CME Group Tour Championship and to be here tonight at the ROLEX LPGA Awards. It's so fun to be able to celebrate the year and all the amazing women on our tour that have done incredible things.
Yeah, there were 12 first-time winners this year, which is insane. But what does that just say about the talent out here and how hard it can be to win?
Yeah, these are the best players in the world, and so it's so cool to be able to play against them and with them, every single week. And 12 new winners on tour, that's a lot. That's a lot of fresh blood. But no, it's great to be able to compete and, like I said, kind of celebrate everything that everyone's done this year.
And I know you're playing in the Grant Thornton Invitational in a few weeks, which is very exciting. How cool is that they're adding something like that to the schedule where you get to tee it up with the men on the PGA Tour?
Yeah, it's so fun for us to have a mixed event with the PGA Tour, and I'm playing with Corey Connors. I'm really excited about having him as a teammate, and hopefully lots of fans come out and support because I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, and do you have any fun off-season plans?
I don't really. I took a little bit of a mini off-season in September, so I actually might have to put in some work this year.
Fair enough, I guess. It's your job or whatever. But how nice is it just to see everyone kind of get dressed up and just change it up a little bit? You're always in golf clothes, so to just, put on a cute dress and come out here.
Yeah, it is so different. It's really nice for us to kind of have this night, and, Rolex does an incredible job of always striving for excellence and pushing the women's game forward. So it's really cool to celebrate them as well.
Awesome. Well, good luck this week and have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Back to Amy.
Thank you, Hope, alongside a legend. Needs no introduction. Annika Sorenstam, spending a little time with us. Big week for you last week, the first time being a tournament host. What was that like?
It was an amazing week. I am just still beaming. It was just fantastic. Great partners with Gamebridge and, of course, Pelican with the Doyle family. And everything was just so superb. We're super excited. And obviously we have the great winner with Lilia Vu on top of it. The golf course was great. So, yeah, it was a thrill. And hopefully we can do it many, many more years.
I couldn't believe, I saw you post on social media a few days back, that you got a little card from Delta recognizing you with your 1 millionth mile traveled. One, I couldn't believe that you hadn't reached it sooner with all the traveling that you do. Looking back on all your travels, is there a favorite place that stands out that you visited over the years?
You know what? Golf is just is taking me, like you said, everywhere. So lucky to be traveling, meeting some great people. I mean, that's the beauty of the game. You fly everywhere from, Dubai to Asia to, Argentina to Sweden to the U.S. I mean, that's what I love about this sport. So yeah, it's just, I've been lucky, but yeah, there's always a few favorites, but last week was certainly a highlight.
I love keeping up with you on social media because you're always off in a million directions. What's kind of next for you? What's next on your plate?
I'm actually going to take a break, believe it or not. We're heading with the family to Bahamas for a few days. I'm thinking about that lounge chair on the beach. I'm going to put my feet up, maybe listen to some music, read a book, or just kind of hang with the kids. There's a massive water park. I'm sure they're going to drag me to that one. So we'll see. It's going to be awesome. And then, of course, we're going to do Thanksgiving with the family. So I'm looking forward for a little break. And then actually my best friend is getting married, so flying to Sweden. So I'm going to get a few more miles, but I'm very excited for her.
A break that's certainly well deserved. I'm going to go ahead and check out because I think I want to go along on this trip. This sounds amazing. I could put my chair, feet up in a chair next to you. Just going to hang out for a while. What do you think?
Yeah, you're welcome. It's been a long year for you too. I know the LPGA has had a long but great year, but everybody needs a break sometimes.
It's great to see you as always. Enjoy the holidays.
Thank you. I will. Likewise.
Hope.
Okay. Thanks so much. I am here with Elizabeth Szokol, who won for the first time this year, also with one of your best friends. How amazing was that?
It was amazing, and even better to get my first win with Cheyenne, one of my best friends. So it was great, and so happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, and especially this week, it's the CME Group Tour Championship. We're at the end of the year, but how happy are you to be here, just teeing it up this week?
So happy. It was a bit of an up and down year until the win, so happy to be here. Just a great way to end the season.
And Obviously, the announcement came out today just about this tournament. You know, it's going to be huge next year. What does that say about women's golf and just how much it's growing, all the purses and everything just being elevated?
It just shows how much our sponsors are supporting us, and can't thank CME Group enough. It's going to be our biggest winner's check. I think one of the biggest winner's check in women's sport, which is pretty amazing. And just to see the purses continually rise is great, and the support for women's golf.
Yeah, definitely. And then tonight everyone's dressed up. It's a different kind of vibe than usual, being out on the golf course. How nice is it to just kind of do something like this and let loose and be able to celebrate all your accomplishments this season?
It is. It's such a great way to end the year, and so nice to do something different, see everyone dressed up and do a nice dinner. So really looking forward to tonight.
Well, congrats on getting your first win this year. That's amazing. And also for being here. Good luck this week and have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Back to Amy.
Thanksgiving, but thanks so much, Hope. Here with Linn Grant, and yes, you guessed it, another first-time winner this season at the Dana Open. What has this first year been like for you? You've been obviously a member of the LPGA for some time, but just over here playing in the States kind of full-time this season. What has this been like for you?
Fun, obviously. I mean, especially with the first-time win this year, and it's just been, you know, playing in Europe last year, coming over here, it's been a bit busier, but also a lot of new fun experiences, and yeah, it's just been great.
Speaking of busy, we were just talking a minute ago, it sounds like you're gonna have a pretty busy off season. You got a big project on your plate. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, we bought a house in April and just got the keys a couple weeks ago, and doing some renovations, and hopefully they'll be done by Christmas. And but yeah, planning out like furniture and all that. So it's a bit busy off season as well.
What's sort of your style when it comes to decorating? What's kind of like the vibe we get, you know, if we were to be like one of those like home shows, what would it be like at Linn Grant's house?
Ooh, very European, Scandinavian, cozy, luxurious. Yes.
I love it. Sounds like Linn Grant. Congratulations on a great season, for stopping by and spending some time with us. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Hope, over to you.
Yeah, that's so much fun. Oh. Thanks so much, Amy. I am here with the one and only Suzann Pettersen. I want to start by talking about Solheim. If you could just sum up that week for me, how would you sum it up?
Amazing, fantastic experience, very different to what I've experienced in the past, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. Fantastic team to lead, a lot of new bonds for life, and yeah, just amazing.
And I just remember I was on the green and I saw them literally hoist Carlota Saganda up into the air, and I was like, this is incredible. This is a moment I'm going to remember for forever, so I can't even imagine how you felt.
I don't know, it's just how it all unfolded, how close it was, how I was going back and forth, and like I told Stacy, I mean, 5 minutes before that moment, I thought we were half a point short, and one way, I mean, it was going back and forth, but then it unfolded the way it did in Spain, with Carlota kind of being the last player playing. But it was a team effort. I mean, Carlota, she was handed the opportunity, but she still had to deliver. But at the same time, there were players in front of her who kind of did their part and made this all possible. But an unforgettable journey that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And yeah, the race for next year has already started.
It's already started. But kind of just being here and seeing everyone, how nice is it to be back and just kind of celebrate all of the success this year?
This is a phenomenal night. You kind of celebrate the entire season, the rookies, new winners. Obviously, you have icons. So it's a great night. It's always great to come back, see the entire LPGA family. You've been part of it for so long, even though I don't see everyone now every day. They're still in my heart, and always great to come back and see familiar faces.
And even just since I started with the LPGA a few years ago, I've seen women's golf grow so much. Can you just speak to that a little bit, even just since you retired?
I mean, things happen quickly in sports these days, and I just think the width of women's golf these days, I mean, I felt like it was amazing when I played, but you just look at these youngsters coming up. You have Rose, I mean, so many new young talents, and it's so enjoyable to watch, and they step on that first tee like they've done in their entire life, and that's kind of, I mean, it takes guts, and it takes passion, and it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to kind of go out there and deliver. And with great results also comes a lot of responsibilities, and I think the girls, they do a great job these days. And it's fun to see how the tour is still a very global tour and travels, and obviously just come off an Asian swing. I used to love going and playing there, so I know what it's like, and I'm sure some of these girls are ready for a break, but it will be a good finish here.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for doing this, Suzann. I'm looking forward to the Solheim Cup next year.
Me too.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Back to Amy.
All right, here alongside a special guest tonight, Maria Fassi, dipping her toe into the broadcast world this week, a part of the feature group coverage of this event, streaming on ESPN+. So what was it like?
I loved it. I mean, I keep telling people maybe I liked it too much. But no, it was great just seeing the girls play and being able to, you know, call the shots, analyze, just give my 5 cents, you know, on what was going on. And it was great. I'm really looking forward for the rest of the week.
Should I be concerned? Are we going to be trading in the clubs for a microphone here soon? Are you going to take my job?
Not yet, but it's definitely something I'm looking forward to do at some point. And yeah, maybe even I was saying, like in an off week, I'm like, I'll go do it. Like, it was just so much fun today. And yeah, just like the adrenaline of making sure I'm saying the right things and shutting up at the right time and all that. It was a lot of fun.
Speaking of off weeks, you got quite a few coming up here with the end of the season. What are your plans?
Just to be home. I mean, this is my 8th week on the road in a row. So I'm just really looking forward to putting my suitcase away and enjoying the fire in my house and, you know, being with my dog, drinking hot chocolate, watching TV, like not doing a whole lot for a little bit, and then just getting back to work to be in better shape next year.
Sounds like a plan. Best of luck with the broadcast the rest of the week, and it's great to see you.
Thank you.
Speaking of broadcast, our next special guest knows a thing or two about moving from golf to broadcast, and she's currently over with Hope.
I am here with Morgan Pressel. Morgan, I want to talk about this moment happening right now. The orange, tell me about it.
Thank you. Generation love. I don't know. I love color. So I actually bought this for work and then bought like the sequin tank to wear for a fun event. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect. Let's do it.
You're like, I'm busting it out tonight. I love that. Well, this is the grand finale of the season. How much do you look forward to the CME Group Tour Championship and this night?
Yeah, this night is a wonderful celebration of all of the tremendous accomplishments from the most talented women in the game of golf. And it's always so heartwarming and to hear all of the speeches and also to see Jane Park here with her daughter Grace and Lexi winning the Founders Award. I mean, two both so incredibly well deserved. The most first-time winners we've had ever on the LPGA Tour. What a year. Certainly Player of the Year still up for grabs. So much still on the line, but it's just been an awesome season.
Well, thank you so much, Morgan. I hope you have fun tonight, and I hope you have a good week and go crush it out there in that power orange.
Thank you.
Back to Amy.
Thanks so much, Hope. We've had so much fun tonight. It has been an incredible start, and we are just getting started. We are going to be sending you inside just moments from now for the start of the ROLEX LPGA Awards. Some pretty incredible awards being presented to some of your favorite players. You'll get a chance to hear from them and a number of special guests throughout this evening. So thanks for spending a little bit of time with us here. We're going to get ready to send you inside the ballroom for Hope Barnett. I'm Amy Rogers. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and enjoy tonight's ROLEX LPGA Awards.
congratulations to Lilia Vu, because golf has a new star.
She is a two-time major champion in 2023.
Incredible. Rosang in her first start as a professional. China has another major champion, and she's Ruoning Yin.
What a performance from Team Thailand.
She's done it.
Well done, Angel Yin.
It just had to be you. Now a winner on the LPGA Tour. She has been knocking on the door, and today she kicks it down. Still magic in the game of Michelle Reed-West. And it's Allisen Corpuz, the very first champion in the U.S. Women's Open at Pebble Beach.
Oh, it's a wonderful shot. It's fantastic. And it's a magical moment for Carlotta Ciganda. The Solheim Cup will remain in Europe.
It's a major championship in France for Celine Gauthier.
From a top player to the player in women's golf right now.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have you take your seats as soon as possible. We are underway here for the 2023 ROLEX LPGA Awards, and I want to welcome LPGA fans around the globe who are watching our live streaming coverage tonight. Thank you for being with us. Hope you enjoy the show this evening. I think it will be a lot of fun and very informative. I want to welcome those of you that are here for the very first time. Tonight is one of the most special evenings, I think, not only in the LPGA calendar, but in the golf calendar itself. For those that have been here before, welcome back. You know that this evening is entertaining, but it is informative and poignant at times as well. And for those that weren't invited, who just snuck in and found a place at a table, we know who you are. The guy at table 6, we know who you are. So what did I learn from 2023 on the LPGA Tour? I learned that nothing is out of the realms of possibility in this game. A new crop of LPGA stars have emerged in 2023. I learned that I never have to say that Megan Khang is still seeking her first LPGA Tour victory. I'm not sure whether I was more tired of saying it or Megan was more tired of hearing it, but I'm so glad that she broke through. In my role on the championship committee at my home club of Walton Heath in England for the AIG Women's Open, I learned what it was like to be part of an organizing team. Many of you in the room tonight are in that role for various events around the globe, but I learned what it was like to be in that role, and I know that parking is a real pain in the arse at every tournament that you go to around the world. You can never have enough bathrooms. People will either say there's too many or not enough. You can't please everybody, but I know that there's so much hard work that goes in around the world to make these events a success. I also learned, courtesy of the writer Steve Eubanks, that Jin Young Ko's father had a business importing pogo sticks to South Korea. Talk about things you didn't think you were going to learn in the course of a season. But we thought when Steve told us this, that maybe it was a bit of a hoax, that maybe he was trying to trick us into saying something on the air that wasn't necessarily true. And we would never do that, of course. We would never say on Golf Channel or NBC anything that wasn't true. So we thought maybe the writer, Steve Eubanks, was trying to trick us with this fact. So we went up to Jin Young Ko and we said to her, Jin Young, did your father have a business importing pogo sticks to South Korea? And she said, that is absolute rubbish. How could anybody think that would be true? No, absolutely not. I need to get back to practicing. Leave me alone. So we thought, okay, we're going to not fall for this trick. But a few weeks later, Jin Young Ko came back to us and she said, you'll never guess. I asked my father about this business and he did actually have a business importing pogo sticks to South Korea. So we thought, chatting with Jin Young, that it would be pretty funny and entertaining if, to kind of lighten the mood tonight, Jin Young Ko were to come in to this ballroom through those doors back there on a pogo stick. I'm just kidding. She's absolutely not going to do that. But it is true. And if you want to know more about that story, or for the LPGA players in the room, if you want to know what a pogo stick is, speak to Steve Eubanks. But 2023 was an incredible year, wasn't it? Filled with moments to remember. LPGA majors were contested for the first time in historic, iconic venues: Baltusrol, Pebble Beach, and Walton Heath. The Chevron Championship moved to its new home, the club at Carlton Woods, where the famous winner's leap into Poppy's Pond continued, albeit in waters a tad chillier than Rancho Mirage, and some would say not quite as cleansed as we saw at Rancho Mirage. Players competed for more money than ever before, with more than 108 million on the line over the course of the season. And on Sunday, we will crown a race to the CME Globe champion for the 10th consecutive year. A record 13 players from 6 different countries captured their first LPGA victories this season, the most ever in the 73-year history of the LPGA Tour, and they will be celebrated as Rolex first-time winners tonight. We saw team competition take center stage not once, but twice, the first coming back in May with the return of the Hanwha Life Plus International Crown, with Thailand wearing the crowns at week's end, and then in September, when the teams from the United States and Europe dazzled us once again at the Solheim Cup as they battled to the first ever tie in the competition's history, allowing Europe to retain the cup on home soil. The majors delivered many memorable moments. I've mentioned some of the incredible venues, but they also featured breakthrough performances by Ruoning Yin and Allisen Corpuz, who used a major stage to capture her first LPGA victory. Lilia Vu becoming the first American since Julie Inkster in 1999 to win 2 majors in a season, and Céline Boutier capturing her first major win at a most fitting place at home in France at the Amundi Evian Championship. But on a sad note, since we last gathered here in Naples, we've lost some legends of the game. Hall of Famers Kathy Whitworth, Marlene Heggie-Vossler, and Betsy Rolls. Their contributions to the success of both the LPGA Tour and the game of golf were invaluable. I'm sure many in this room have their own personal memories of Kathy, Marlene, and Betsy, and we will talk more about LPGA founder Marlene Heggie-Vossler in just a moment. But as galleries did across the country, let's give those great champions one more proper golf clap. We certainly miss them. I want to welcome some folks inside the ballroom, the LPGA Tour Commissioner, Molly Marcoux-Samon, along with a number of LPGA players, past and present, who are joining us tonight. Welcome to you all. Well, tonight would not be possible without the tremendous support of an incredible partner in Rolex. For over 4 decades, Rolex and the LPGA have shared a very strong relationship. These are two organizations that cherish great accomplishments and symbolize perpetual excellence. As the 2023 LPGA Tour season comes to a close, we thank Rolex for their continuing support of women's golf and the LPGA Tour. And I would like to welcome members of the Rolex team here tonight from both New York and Geneva, including Munia Meshbal, the Vice President of Marketing and Communications for Rolex, who will join me on stage a little later for some important presentations. And I would also like to congratulate Dustin Longest, who's part of the Rolex team. He's here often, but this year he can't be here. He's a great champion of women's golf. His wife gave birth to a little baby girl just a couple of days ago. So congratulations to Dustin and his wife. I know many of you here know him. Earlier today, the LPGA unveiled its 2024 schedule, and there was a lot to celebrate. Next year, the players on the LPGA Tour will compete in 33 official tournaments for a record $118 million in total prize money, up from approximately $17 million in 2021. Incredible growth over the past 2 years, a testament to the quality of play on the course and the invaluable people off the course, the LPGA staff, and especially our tournament owners, operators, and title sponsors. Many are here tonight, including our new partners, and I would also like to thank the LPGA's broadcast partners around the globe and here in the US. Thank you to all of you for everything you do for women's golf and the LPGA Tour. The Epson Tour provides a world-class proving ground for the LPGA Tour, and the Tour continues to go from strength to strength with the support of Epson. We congratulate the 10 Epson Tour graduates, including Player of the Year Gabby Ruffles, who will be members of the LPGA Tour in 2024, and we thank Epson for all they do in giving players the opportunity to chase their dreams. I'd like to take a moment to salute all of the volunteers who give up their time so graciously to support the tour week in, week out. We couldn't do it without you. Many are watching our live stream tonight, so thank you all for your hard work and the time that you take to make the LPGA Tour such a success. Thanks to all the volunteers. I also want to recognize the LPGA caddies. Many are here tonight, holding napkins, cleaning up the mess after their players have made it on the tables, and listening as their player moans about why they didn't win that particular award. In the past, we've had the likes of Bad Luck Chuck and Hollywood. We still have Cheeseburger Chad and Camper Dan. Caddies, though, are as professional and fit as they have ever been in the game, but please keep the nicknames alive. They are a great part of this game. But thank you to the contributions of the LPGA caddies this season and in the seasons past on the LPGA Tour. The 2023 season draws to a close this week with the CME Group Tour Championship. CME kicked off this event with some great news on Wednesday morning, as they have extended this tournament and the season-long race to the CME Globe through 2025. And next year, the tournament purse will rise to an incredible $11 million, with a record-setting $4 million to the winner. It's just another way that CME continues to elevate this event. They had an incredible evening right here in this room last night, a discussion with St. Jude Ambassador Nicole Kidman, and then a concert for St. Jude with Carrie Underwood. LPGA players have been waiting all year for Sunday night, when CME Group Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, I'm glad some of you got that, Terry Duffy, will crown this year's Race to the CME Globe champion and hand out a winner's check for $2 million. Well, our first presentation this evening is the Founders Award, which is given to a member who, in the opinion of her peers, best exemplifies the spirit, ideals, and values of the LPGA through her behavior and deeds. But before we present the Founders Award, I would like to take a moment to remember LPGA founder Marlene Heggie Vossler, who passed away on May the 16th at the age of 89. Marlene was the last living member of the 13 women who founded the LPGA. A teen golf sensation in the 1940s and 1950s, Marlene was only 15 years old when she helped start the LPGA Tour in 1950. Marlene was one of the first glamour girls of the LPGA, alongside her sister and fellow LPGA founder Alice Bauer. But Marlene never let age nor gender limit her goals within the game. She was a golfer, trying to win, and that's exactly what she did. Marlene won a total of 26 times on the LPGA Tour over a remarkable 40-year career, and she left an impact on this game that will never be forgotten. The passing of Marlene was the end of an era, but we count ourselves lucky to have known some of the 13 founders personally, and I think it is our responsibility to share their stories with the next generation and to honor them. And one way is to recognize a player who embodies the wonderful characteristics of the LPGA's 13 founders. Joining me on stage to present the magnificent trophy is LPGA and World Golf Halls of Fame member and the 1987 winner of this award, Nancy Lopez. And we can turn our attentions to the screens as Nancy recorded this message a little earlier.
Lexi, I've known you for so many years. You played for me on the Junior Solheim Cup when you were 14 years old. I was excited to watch you play. The story I want to share is about one morning on the last day that we were competing. Everyone had to write thank you notes to the sponsors. And as I was sitting with you that morning at the table, you were a little frustrated and you said, "Oh darn, I forgot my thank you notes up in the room." And I looked at you and I said, "It's okay, you're 14 years old. You can forget things like that." Now you're on the LPGA Tour and you have represented the tour just wonderfully. I'm so proud of you. When you're out there playing golf, you're just one of the best players I've seen in a long time. You're kind to your fans. You sign those autographs. And that's why you're winning this award. Your peers have voted for you for the Founders Award. You exemplify the spirit and the values of the LPGA. And with that, I am so proud of you and I want to congratulate you. I'm glad to be here with you tonight. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the 2023 Founders Award recipient, Lexi Thompson.
Hi, everybody. I hope that you're having an amazing night so far. I'm going to try not to cry. I was already crying a little bit over there. It's such a huge honor for me to be here tonight, and just to receive the Founders Award, it means so much to me. First, I have a few thank yous. So first and foremost, I want to thank the founders that have paved the way for all of us to be out here and to do what we love and to follow our dreams. If it wasn't for them, the LPGA wouldn't be what it is today, and it wouldn't be possible. So thank you to the founders. Winning this award is a huge honor on its own, but to know that it was voted on from my fellow peers that I think so highly of and think that there's such amazing women on and off the golf course, it means so much to me, and I have cherished every single friendship that I've made in my whole career out here. So thank you to them for, I guess, having the respect of me, and like I said, I've gained a lot of friendships and I'm grateful for every single one of them. And Nancy, I can genuinely say, besides my mom, that you're a woman that I have looked up to my whole career, ever since that Junior Solheim Cup. And I think we all know that Nancy has won every tournament possible, basically, but the way she's given back to the game of golf, to the fans, to the sponsors, It's always inspired me to do the same, and I've always looked up to you. And, you know, as an athlete, we all want a winning and successful career, but I've always thought to myself ever since I've met you that I wanted to just leave the game in a better place by being an even better person than what my results show. So thank you for always inspiring me and being definitely one of my role models. So thank you. Yes, definitely. I also want to thank Rolex for this amazing evening tonight. Being a Rolex ambassador has meant so much throughout my whole career, and I not only thank you for the partnership that we've had and the support that you've given me throughout my career, but the partnership that you've had with the game of golf and the way you've supported us all. So we're so grateful for our partnership with you, so thank you so much for everything. I want to thank the LPGA Tour for everything that you've done for me in the last 15 years of my career, and just allowing us all women to come out here and broadcast our talent on such a high-level stage. We're very appreciative for everything that you do for us, so thank you. I want to thank all my sponsors for just giving me the support throughout my whole career and the support that any athlete can dream of. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. And I want to thank my management team for just handling the day-to-day aspects of life, just to take that burden off me that I can just go out and focus on my golf 100%, because I wouldn't be able to do what you do. So I'm very grateful. I want to thank, my biggest thank you, and I am going to try not to cry, to my family. I see my mom already starting to cry. I want to thank my family for being my everything, being my rock, and just being there for me through days I didn't know that I could get through. I am very grateful for you, and I wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for you, and I love you so much. And I just want to say congrats to all the other award winners tonight, and I hope that you all have an amazing rest of the night. Thank you.
Well, next up, we turn our attention to one of the biggest honors of the year, an award which has been handed out since 1966. In 2023, it is still up for grabs, and I'm talking about the Rolex Player of the Year Award. Tonight, we will take the opportunity to speak with the two players who are in the hunt for this year's honor. First up, we turn our attention to a player who this year became the winningest Frenchwoman in LPGA history. With 4 victories this season, she is currently second in the Rolex Player of the Year standings. Please welcome to the stage Céline Boutier.
I'm good. How
Yeah.
are you?
What a year. This is not working, is it? Is this working, this mic? No. What a year it's been for you. That's better. This winning streak started back in Arizona. When did you get a sense that this season was going to be very special?
Probably after my win in Avion. It was definitely great to get my win in Arizona, but I feel like just that one is so special to me that after that I really almost didn't really care what I was gonna do after that. I was just like, my season's done. Like I was just so overwhelmed, and it really took me a while to actually, realize and settle that I actually won the tournament. So I think after that tournament it was all good.
You did it in spectacular fashion, winning the Amundi Evian Championship. You just kind of ran away with it on that final day. Did you get a sense on that final day how nervous people were about you winning? I mean, I know there's some French folks here tonight from Evian who've come over. When I was there, everyone was so nervous that you weren't going to do it. And I said, she's got like a 5-shot lead. She's going to be fine. She's cruising on the 18th hole. But did you get a sense of how much that meant to people on that final day?
I did feel like the energy was very contagious. I feel like they definitely wanted me to play well and wanted me to win. I feel like I was also a little bit, a little bit more pressure for sure, because I didn't want to disappoint anybody, of course, but I was just also trying not to focus on my game, because I feel like, on this course, anything can happen, even with a 5-shot lead. But I started off the day really great, and that kind of really eased my nerves, and just from there, just, try to do my job the best I could.
But then you go and win the next week, which was remarkable. I mean, it's so much energy to win a major championship, but to do it on home soil, and then how do you win the next week in Scotland? That was incredible.
Yeah, I think I just used the momentum the best I could. I mean, after Sunday night, I really just like slept for like 2-3 days. Just try to be ready for the pro-am. I was just like, I gotta get my energy back somehow. I just like slept a lot, and then after the pro-am, I just try to focus on the tournament. I just like another round again, and then just happened to be in contention again on Sunday, which is definitely not something I expected, but try to take advantage of the opportunity.
And finally, for you, it's pretty simple this week. You need to win the CME Group Tour Championship to have a chance of winning the Rolex Player of the Year award. Your thoughts on the next 3 days here?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a challenge for sure. I definitely feel like it would be amazing if I did it, but regardless of what happens, I'm very proud of my season, and also, I just feel like very impressed with Lilia's season as well. I mean, you really cannot have a better season, so I just feel, very happy either way. I'm just going to do my best the last 3 days, and see what happens.
Well, Celine, it's been an amazing year, regardless of what happens. Congratulations on 2023. It's been fabulous to watch you, and best of luck the rest of this week and going into next season. Ladies and gentlemen, Celine Boutier. Well, our next award is all about overcoming difficult obstacles and pushing through challenges. This year's award winner has certainly inspired everyone in the LPGA Tour family and many of those outside of it. During the 2021 Ascendant LPGA benefiting Volunteers of America, Jane Park's daughter, Grace, began having seizures that left her with a severe brain injury. The world turned upside down for both Jane and her husband, LPGA Tour caddy Pete Godfrey, as they learned to navigate a new normal as parents of a child with a disability. Jane stepped away from the LPGA Tour to care for Grace, uncertain if she would ever return to professional golf. But at this year's Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, Jane decided it was time to dust off her golf bag and make her long-awaited return to LPGA Tour competition, alongside her playing partner, Paula Creamer, and with Pete as her caddy. Jane teed it up for the first time since Grace had fallen ill, most importantly doing so with Grace on site to watch. Grace's story is one of perseverance, resilience, and strength, coupled with Jane's ability to turn tragedy and grief into activism and advocacy for those in the disabled community. Both Jane and Grace continue to inspire us all. To introduce this year's winner of the Heather Farr Perseverance Award, we can listen to the 2017 winner of this award and one of Jane's great friends, Tiffany Joe.
So I first met Jane when we were just a couple of 13-year-olds on a practice putting green, listening to way more hardcore rap than our parents would have liked us listening to. And we really built our friendship on putting contests and hip hop and bottomless breadsticks at Olive Garden and eventually traveling on tour together. And during that time, we saw each other through a lot of challenges, heartbreak and injuries, cancer diagnoses. But I think the biggest test was that motherhood, and watching Jane spin her struggle into becoming a powerful advocate for Grace and for families with kids like Grace has been hands down one of the most impressive things I've ever witnessed on or off a golf course. And I think it's safe to say that Heather would agree. So it's my honor and my pleasure to introduce your Heather Farr Perseverance Award winner, She's my best friend. She a real bad bee. She's my bestie and a Tessie, Miss Jane Park.
Joining me on stage to present the award is the LPGA Player President Vicky Getz-Ackerman, our Heather Farr Perseverance Award recipient, Jane Park.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today, along with my family. I first of all want to thank you so much, ROLEX LPGA, for having this great event. I never thought I would be back here, let